It was midnight when Jenna opened their shared savings account, and the balance read zero. $35,000 gone. The money she and her husband Marcus had been building for the past 5 years vanished overnight. Now, in a packed courtroom in Phoenix, Arizona, Jenna stands before the judge ready to demand answers and justice. Jenna Parker never thought her marriage would end up in court. Married for 5 years, she and Marcus had started fresh in Phoenix, Arizona, with a joint goal: to buy a small home and Sunday start a family. They agreed from day one that every extra dollar Marcus earned as a freelance photographer and every overtime shift Jenna did as a dental assistant would go into their home fund. After 5 years of sacrifice dining in instead of going out, skipping vacations and living modestly, they had built up $35,000 in savings. One Tuesday morning, Jenna logged into their joint online bank account and froze. The balance read $0. Her heart pounded. She had withdrawn nothing. Marcus hadn't told her about any withdrawal. She texted him immediately. "What happened to our fund?" Marcus's reply came minutes later. "I used it." Panic turned to rage. He claimed he'd spent it all in one weekend on a spontaneous trip to Las Vegas and some high-end camera gear he said he needed to elevate his business. Jenna was shocked. "We agreed this was for the house," she told him, "not for a gamble or new toys." Marcus defended himself. "I was trying to help us. The house market is changing. I thought if I upgraded my gear, I could double my pay and get us in faster." That night, Jenna packed a bag and didn't wait until morning. She moved into her sister's apartment. Weeks later, they were standing in the family court chamber, Jenna as the plaintiff, Marcus as the defendant. Not just over money, but over trust. The judge asked Jenna to explain how the fund was meant to be used. Jenna, calm but firm, said, "This wasn't about the money. It was our future. Every dollar in that account had a label, house, and every time I saw it grow, I thought of our family. When it dropped to zero, that label disappeared." Marcus took the stand. He admitted to spending the money, but insisted he did it for their future. He said, "I thought I was doing the right thing. If I could succeed, we'd both benefit." The judge questioned him. "Why didn't you tell your wife first?" Marcus hesitated. "I wanted to surprise her," he replied. "I thought if I presented a solution instead of a problem, she'd be happy." The courtroom murmured. During the hearing, Jenna's attorney produced text messages, one saying, "Our dream home fund, don't touch until we hit 35K, and later messages from Marcus about new equipment and a trip. The evidence showed Marcus wasn't transparent. The judge leaned forward and said, "Mr. Parker, you converted a joint asset into a unilateral decision without your spouse's consent. That is not a surprise. That is a breach of trust." Jenna took a breath as the judge delivered the verdict. Marcus must repay $20,000 within 6 months, attend financial counseling with his wife if they wish to stay married, and the court will oversee their joint accounts until the home fund reaches $40,000 again. The judge added, "In a marriage, a plan must be shared. One partner cannot act alone in dismantling what they both built." Outside the courtroom, Jenna felt a strange mixture of relief and sadness. She wasn't celebrating, she was reclaiming control. Marcus walked past reporters with his head down. The money wouldn't fix everything, but it was a start. They both knew the real work had only just begun. Rebuilding trust, not just rebuilding savings. In the end, this case wasn't only about 5 years of savings. It was about the moment one decision erased a couple's shared vision. And as Jenna drove away from the courthouse, she realized that justice wasn't always simple, but seeing her voice heard, that was something she finally felt.